my gun done up all nice and shiny for this.
Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. As the title suggests, it's a blend of two things. The Vampire Survivor game model and the Deep Rock universe with the art style and creatures.
Classic Scout.
I am a big fan of the original Deep Rock. I remember getting it early access over on PC. It made its way to most of the consoles. Vampire Survivor also very popular, but it's got a great angle. It is a local co-op game. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor unfortunately is not, but it's early days with the game. It literally came out today and it's not available on the Sony side yet, so I can only apologize on behalf of the developers. My name is Couch Coop, by the way. I had a meltdown on firing this game up. Seeing the footage, screenshots, I was like, oh my god, it's a twin stick. It's going to be like a roguelike, really intense alienation thing going on. All the power-ups are going to be the same. And I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it when I came out of the gates that it was just a twiddler. Not a twin stick, a single stick twiddler. If you're familiar with Vampire Survivor, you know about this model. You're avoiding everything and you're picking up power-ups and you're choosing directions to go in with perks. It's actually really good with the guns. You need to get hold of the grenades early doors, and it's a really clever aspect being able to burrow through obstacles to create sort of choke points and get out of trouble.
Tripod launched. Impact imminent.
Various things will be happening to you during your dive, like getting to the supply drops. You've got to pull out one of the elite enemies, fight them in order to go down to the next level, and it culminates after 5 dives, or drills I should say, to the Dreadnought at the end of that set. Pretty cool. They've kept the eggs in, they've kept loads of the aesthetic in, samples, design of all of the creatures, and the weapons, grenades, power-ups, all of that stuff, the pickaxe. It's been really well integrated into Deep Rock's lore. I thought this was just going to be a soulless reskin of the Vampire Survivor model, but it's totally not. It's his own thing. The basic meta in all of this, which you can probably tell, is to pick up those glowing blue icons which contribute to that bar at the bottom of the screen. The higher the level, the more blue icons you need to then rank up, and what happens is all the blue markers are underneath the enemies. You have to kite them round. It is quite fun, herding everyone, and there's explosive dudes in there which create a big, quite spectacular chain reaction event. After killing an elite enemy whose health bar will be at the top of the screen, it is then like get to the big drill because we're going down to the next level. The timer on that is surprisingly strict, and that's where you're going to see a lot of the tension, is that you are miles away from the exit after killing that elite enemy. You are also still obligated to mine because the minerals are used in the shop at the end of each bout. It is worth keeping an eye out for those rare malachite crystals. And that reminds me, Bosco does not do much in this game. I thought he'd have his whole skill tree set as something that you could power up after each rank, but that one's a little bit stagnant at the minute. It might be something I haven't opened up yet, and all of the characters and builds are there to be opened. You start with the scout, but the engineer and the cool guys are yet to come.
Diving deeper, taking you to stage 2.
This could have been local co-op. This could well be local co-op. I think Vampire Survivor added it after literally a few months of launch, which was amazing. This could pull a Nobody Saves the World and Cult of the Lamb. Both of those games, which are indie, added local co-op after launch, and they are definitely worth a look. Links in description.
You want some more?
We also stand on the precipice of a AAA local co-op video game launch, and yes, it is Borderlands 4, released literally a handful of days ago. I have my copy, it is installed, there's loads of performance stuff happening, loads of updates coming in, and I'll be running that local co-op test in the week and hopefully get that video out well before the end of said week.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Some of the supply points are actually populated with rocks, so you have to clear them out before it can drop in, and that's very cool. Creates quite a lot of tension, and I keep saying to myself, dang, I wish there was someone else with me. I don't even think this is online multiplayer yet, but as a day one Game Pass game as well, and it barely being over 5 GB, and being familiar with all these cool characters, voices, lore, killer insects, and maps.
Your life. A big swarm is approaching.
I'm actually having a really good time with it. You notice that I can get my health back as well by doing the traditional smash those red crystals. You've also got a rank of all of your equipment running as a number at the bottom of the screen so you can see what is lacking or what needs beefing. They also show the timings of when they're going to be used. That grenade is like make or break, so having that go in the right direction at the right time is quite important.
I got it! Got it right between the eyes!
And back to that point about the twin stick roguelike thing, I think that idea could have easily worked within this premise, particularly on that Unity engine, and you never know, that might be something we see out of the franchise. Deep Rock Galactic itself has gone through quite a lot of metamorphosis also. The game is kind of a live service and has almost No Man's Sky into something else. It's a very good video game. My early reviews of it don't look anything like what it is now, but that's not a bad thing, and it's really cool to see how popular that game was. I remember it launching and thinking, I really hope this succeeds, and it did. It smashed it, got everywhere. And talking of that roguelike aspect, this is actually quite cool on the saved data, reloading your profile, having all that XP and opening up all the other characters, and the upgrades full stop from the get-go are all saved and you get to access that on your next runs. I am very interested to see if this game makes it over to the Sony side or even Switch, Nintendo. It would make a great handheld.
The bugs are growing stronger.
I want it! 2 guns for the price of 1!
I think they're going to tweak the game's difficulty as well. It is a little bit easy for an experienced Vampire Survivor player like myself, but I think that could also be slightly intentional to make it a bit more accessible for newcomers to the genre. Check out this Helldivers Easter egg.
Scanner shows clear. All tasks complete.
All of this talk of twin stick roguelikes, if my memory serves me correctly, didn't you just review an obscure, older, indie twin stick roguelike under the name of Cryptarch? I certainly did. And if you want to stay up to speed with amazing twin stick local co-op PS5, PS4 and Game Pass games, have a look at my award-winning list on the subject. I will link in description and annotate about 18 times. Asterisk, it didn't win any awards. So the next time you hear this grating voice, it will be on the Borderlands 4 split screen review. So hold on to your hats for that one. I'm also so into a single player game that came out this year from a developer we all know and love to hate. Stay tuned for that one. I'm not dropping any hints. My name was Couch Coop, and I will of course see you down there.